Hello, boys and girls, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, whoever happens to be watching and listening. Welcome back to school and welcome to music class. I hope you have a happy new year and I hope your holidays were wonderful and that you're ready to get back here. Now, we're going to hopefully just for a couple of weeks continue to have music lessons this way. And then after this, I'm hoping that we get back into the classroom and we can really dig in. So welcome back. And it's time that we get into the next unit of study. The next thing we're going to do is, drum roll, please. Musical instrument unit. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about and learning about musical instruments from all over the world. Musical instruments come in 4 different families. And we're going to talk a little more in depth about that, but today we're going to really zero in on one specific family. We'll listen to some instruments. We'll talk about how we create sounds from instruments, and then we'll watch some really cool clips of people playing those instruments. Musical instruments come in all shapes and sizes. Musical instruments can create higher pitch sounds, lower pitch sounds, sounds from the instrument, and sounds that's created from an electrical outlet. So you need electricity for some instruments. In this picture, you can see some bongos, a grand acoustic piano, a violin, a saxophone, and an electric guitar. Obviously, though, those aren't all the instruments in the world. There are thousands upon thousands of different instruments in the world. So the first instrument family that we're going to be learning about in this lesson this week is the brass family. Now, the word brass means a type of metal, a type of material that the instrument is made out of. The brass instruments are not created sound, though, by hitting or shaking or scraping like the percussion family. The sound is created by buzzing through a little mouthpiece. So if you look at the end of these 4 instruments that we have here, and we'll look at pictures more in depthly, you see a little silver piece. That's the mouthpiece, and we'll get more into that as we get into the videos that we're going to watch here. Okay. The brass family of instruments are any instrument that you buzz, that's a funny sound, into the mouthpiece to create the sound. You buzz, you don't blow. If you were just to blow into the mouthpiece, the end of the instrument, all you'd get is your hot, stinky breath coming out the other end. With brass family instruments, you have to make a buzz, or kind of like a duck sound that comes through the mouthpiece and into the instrument. That's what creates the sound. The brass family includes instruments like the trumpet. The trumpet is probably the most well-known instrument in the brass family. The trumpet creates a higher pitch sound because the trumpet is a smaller instrument. The trombone is lower pitched than the trumpet, but it's not the lowest sounding brass instrument. The cool thing about the trombone is it has a slide. You change different sounds by moving that slide back and forth. And you'll see that demonstrated as we get into the videos. The French horn is a really interesting instrument. It's played by buzzing into that little silver mouthpiece, and you put your hand actually in the bell of the French horn. And that creates a warmer sound or a different sound as you move your hand in and out of that bell. So it's pretty cool the way that's played. Mr. A, your music teacher, this is what I played when I was in the high school band. The baritone is a bigger instrument, and it's the second lowest of all the brass instruments. It's played by, again, buzzing into that silver piece there and using the valves to change the pitches. It does not get as low as one other instrument, but it's a pretty low-pitched instrument. And this is the tuba. The tuba is a great big instrument, and it gets really, really low pitches. Most tuba players need to sit down in order to play this because it is so heavy. As a matter of fact, the tuba is probably as big or bigger than some of you boys and girls. And you'll see some demonstrations of the tuba in the videos we're going to watch. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to start looking at some videos and watching some demonstrations of people playing instruments in the brass family.